from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Little gets the blood boiling. Why like a rivalry game? Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's McAllister. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sellers. Catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Sellers. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hunt. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes a big play for this offense, and the defense better take note. We got to cover the tight end.
Powers through. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying down the right side. He's at the 40. At the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Sellers to throw. Could not make his way to the corner. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Bulldozes his way through. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The option look. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense working from the pistol. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too.
Finding some room. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Quarterback making adjustments. Using his legs. It's Edwards. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Got him downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Here's a give to Hardy. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Missouri wants to go fast. Right back to Hardy on 1st down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He's got it and still on his feet. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Sellers. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Sellers. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gets the back moving. Sellers. Caught behind the line. It's McAllister. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the catch. It's McAllister. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the delay, it's Edwards. They knock him down right there.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. Works the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give to Hardy. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it to Hardy. Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Austin Simmons, the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. The give to Hardy. Looking for room at the 30. Turning on the Jets. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on third down. He's got it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Sellers to the air again. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throwing Sellers. Gets it out quickly.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Running inside. It's McAllister. Hood headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Ball spins away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Here's Simmons to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sellers. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. At the 45 on his way. It's the seam, wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. There's some room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 9 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Trojans with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Simmons. Right on the money. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Simmons. He's got him this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give to Hardy. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Here's Simmons to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Got it. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Calls his own number. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable.
Hey, kill it. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Here's a give to Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons makes the grab on the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. In the red area, it's Hardy. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll run it with Hardy. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Here's Sellers to throw. The sure hands, it's Bennett. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The throw. It's complete. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. That's reeled in. It's McAllister. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Sellers unloads to the right. He makes a catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Sellers from the gun on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got it, feet down in bounds. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One more time, it's Hardy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Clark. Bounced off his feet.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's McAllister. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's McAllister. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Red pass, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. On the run, it's McAllister. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The give on the option. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
He's got it, and they surge on top here in the final minute.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing Simmons. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these